na so I recorded again. Sa mga nahihirapan mag-create ng page nila, parang hindi ko talaga matukoy kung para saan yung page na gagawin ko. It's very difficult. If you are experiencing that, my advice is for you to, again, ask yourself, ito yung mga questions na itanong nyo sa sarili nyo, no? Like, ask yourself, like, sino ba yung gusto kong iserve? Or sino ba si Lala after pag 50 years old na siya, right? Ano yung mga bagay na gusto niyang ginagawa? Ano yung mga bagay na, or ano yung klase ng content na gusto niyang ginagawa for the hanggang sa matagalan, right? Or maybe you can ask yourself, what's the gift or the talent that you believe you have? Minsan kino-confirm yan ng ibang tao eh. Like, ano ba yung nakakatulong sa kanila? Siguro I will share with you here like a very simple illustration of how you will find your why. Nakatulong sa akin to. Oh my gosh, sinishare ko na sa inyo lahat, guys. So I really want you to work on your on your pages, okay? So i-share ko sa inyo to. This is like a simple guide for you to have finding your niche. Identify your talent. Actually, diniscuss ko din to sa masterclass. Pero like parang squeeze in version is what's your talent and your skill, right? And then identify what are the business needs or people are willing to pay for. And then what are you really passionate about? And then hanapin mo yung nasa gitna. And then you will be able to find that. Okay? So think about the things you are good at. Tapos nagbe-benefit yung mga tao sa mga ginagawa mo. And then what are the things or the skills or yung mga skills na sobrang na-enjoy ka pag ginagawa mo habang, yung pinaka-process na enjoy mo siya. And then have to identify the things you love doing, tapos nabe-benefit din yung ibang tao. So if you guys see the elements here, first is things you're good at. Not necessarily na-enjoy mo, pero magaling ka doon, right? At nabe-benefit yung mga tao. But then again, there are things that you love doing and nabe-benefit yung mga tao doon. Or yung bagay na gustong-gusto mo ginagawa and gustong-gusto mo talaga yung process niya. So as for me, I'm very good at, one of the things that I'm really good at is I have this way of connecting to people. Whether sa writing ko sa content or whether sa video, that's my skill, right? And I am able to grow my page. So creating content, yon, okay ako doon. And then what I'm really passionate about is my message, that the value that I want to share, right? And ano yung nakakatulong sa inyo, which is freelancing, how to get clients, how to grow a page. Yun yung nakakatulong sa inyo. And that's who I am. You just find that circle, that starting point. Dati, nagsimula ako as virtual assistant. Magaling ako sa virtual assistant and passionate ako sa pagtulong sa iba. And as a virtual assistant, nakakatulong yon sa mga businesses, di ba? Paano humanap ng client or paano gumawa ng resume, nakakatulong yun sa ibang tao. So you have to find that. Finding your niche is very important. Okay? I can also share that PDF sa inyo. You have to identify it first. Even sa masterclass, importante din na identify nyo kung ano yung klase ng personality nyo. Diba? Sa mga nag-masterclass na, alam nyo yung kagaya, alam dito sa amin sa mga admins, alam namin if it is about yung mga introverts, alam namin kung saan sila magaling, kumbaga kilala namin yung isa't isa. So, kailangan nyo din maintindihan kung ano yung talent nyo, ano yung skill nyo. Alright? Diba? At the end of the day, this is not just about creating a page. This is about your life. most of the time, very, very few people lang talaga yung nagbibigay ng thought on how they can avoid wasting their life. Alam mo yun? Sometimes we're just doing what we need to do para siguro, wala lang, kailangan ko to gawin kasi ina-expect sa akin, di ba? And you did not take the time to sit down and understand ano ba yung gusto mong gawin. And I want you to do that for yourself, right? Minsan ginagawa ng mga tao na na nabubuhay lang sila without really believing into one thing, right? And I do not want you guys to be like that. I want you to believe, to have a vision, and you from there, you gagawa ka ng page mo. Mas malalim, mas may meaning. Okay? So, I love this, I love this Bible verse, sabi doon, sa 1 Peter 4:10, sabi, lahat tayo may gift. We all receive the gift from God, and we have to use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. Diba? This is a book written like how many years ago, how thousands of years ago, but it is still relevant and it is true. It's because it's a truth. Now we should follow. It should serve as our guide. Diba? So sometimes we do not take the time to discover who we are. Ano yung gift natin. And sometimes that happens because lalo na sa mga mothers, like, iniisip lagi natin yung ibang tao. Or siguro sa mga hindi pa mothers, siguro nakalimutan nyo na yung talent nyo. Dahil siguro ang dami nyo nang na-receive from ibang tao na hindi ka naman talaga magaling hindi ka magiging successful. Like, ito ka na Parang in-embrace na natin yung idea na yun. The most engaging page are the pages that have character, have personality, and can relate to people on a human level. That's why kung ikaw hindi mo pa na-feel yung pagiging existent mo, like you're just living the life as if wala lang. Diba? There's no passion, there's no life. Mahihirapan kayong talagang gumawa ng content. Mahihirapan kayong gumawa ng page for that. So, we have ikigai. I don't know what's ikigai. Parang ikigai po. You have to find that ikigai daw, sabi ni Marge. Ibibigay daw ni Marge kung anong ibig sabihin nun. So, I haven't heard about that. Pero it's really, guys, give yourself like 5 years or maybe 10 years, diba, to do this. Diba? Kahit 3 months lang yung internship natin, I'm giving you the foundation and I hope that you will not forget it. That creating a page, becoming a social media manager is not just about the skill or about earning money. This is actually about our life. This is about standing up talaga sa gusto nating mangyari. And then yung process, sundin nyo yung process. Medyo weird lang yung workshop guide ko, like discovering, di ba? So, mga nagtatake ng masterclass ngayon, di ba? Parang ang weird naman ng mga pinapagawa ni Lala to discover my niche. Pero, I want you to take time to discover who you are and gawin nyo talaga yung page na ginagawa nyo. If you're not going to do this, guys, hindi ko kayo matutulungan. Alright? If you will not put in the work. Because I've been doing my best to share my process and I've been doing my best to inspire you every week the best I can. So do your part and then pass it on sa iba, right? Siguro ang makakatulong sa inyo is you really have to find people here inside our community na magiging partner nyo, like accountability nyo talaga. Or I will stay accountable sa inyo for the 3 months, di ba? Pero again, you have to find that flow sa inyo. Okay? I know that many of us here wala pa talagang nagagawa ng mga pages. And I don't know what's being difficult. I hope that you write it down mismo talaga sa dun sa form. Pero nabasa ko yon kung saan kayo nahihirapan. And most of you just don't know where to start. Okay? And maybe kaya hindi nyo alam kung saan kayo mag-start kasi hindi nyo pa ginagawa yung process to discover who you really are, what you really want to do. Or yung iba sa inyo nagda-doubt sa process na, ano naman kinalaman nito? Paano naman ako makakuha ng client dito? Diba? Paano ko kikita dito agad? Again, what we're doing here is a long process. Diba? The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. Kailangan lang natin itong pagtiyagaan. Kailangan lang natin itong gawin. Tawag dito, lastly, for my reminders po, make sure na tapusin natin yung mga tinapos natin. Very hard tong ginagawa natin kasi you're trying to finish tasks, you're trying to build your page, you're trying to find clients, you're trying to build your portfolio, you're trying to learn other things. Diba? Nasa fast track tayo eh. Diba? And it's okay kasi kung yung course nga natin noon, tsinaga natin for ilang years, di ba? Halos hindi nga tayo natulungan nung makakuha ng trabaho, di ba? Sariling tiyaga pa din natin nung inaaral natin yung work eh. How much more here? The same as that. Diba? Kaya huwag kayo maniwala din sa mga nagsasabi na madali lang to, ganyan, 6 figures, nakikita kayo agad, diba? It's not the real thing, right? You don't need to hurry, you don't need to pressure yourself. And ayun din, reminder ko sa inyo na ask nyo si Lord for strength, ask nyo si Lord for, alam mo yun, direction sa gagawin nyo. Kasi gagaya ng pagtatanim, kahit anong tanim, si Lord pa din yung nagpapagrow. Diba? Hindi natin alam kung anong magic nangyayari sa plants, paano sila nag-grow. Same as with social media management. We do the hard work. We stay genuine. We follow what's the process. Pero si Lord pa rin yung maghahatak ng mga tao na yon. As long as we're doing the right, diba? Siya pa rin. Si Lord lang din yung mag-sustain sa atin, ng kalakasan natin to do the things consistently and all of that. I want you to embrace social media marketing as a journey itself. But I do not want you to stay stuck na parang hindi kasi nag-aaral pa rin ako eh. My gosh, 2 years nang nag-aaral, wala pa rin client. Hindi pwede 'yon. You have to start somewhere. Okay, 'di ba? Kahit o sabihin natin hindi talaga kasi may mga na-encounter ako ilang years na nagkuha pa daw ng course sa TESDA or what pero hindi pa nakakuha ng client. You still need to be patient, but then again review nyo yung strategy nyo kasi baka naman yung strategy nyo you keep on doing the same things over and over and you're expecting to have something new. Paulit-ulit ka na nga. Yung paulit-ulit mo, wala nang effect. Baka you need to get out of the comfort zone or maybe you're doing something wrong. Self-awareness pa din. Alright? So, I want you to make sure na yung mga pages na ginagawa nyo, imagine niyo guys ha, ang daming gustong gumawa ng pages and they're not getting this type of training. Okay? They're not getting this type of training. They're just out there minsan bumibili pa sila ng mga courses, di ba? Finding the lata information na pwede naman pala nilang makuha sa internet. Actually, guys, you guys can get some of the information that I'm sharing you sa internet. Pero yung pinaka-strategy, tsaka yung step-by-step, yun yung tinuturo ko sa inyo eh. Right? And tsaka kung paano nyo siya aayusin. So, yun yung, I want you to embrace this process and see the beauty of what we're doing here. In the future, pag nag-grow nyo yung page nyo, I want you to be able to share that I want you to experience that kind of life na ako excited ako lagi gumising kapag alam ko matutulungan ko, alam ko may inspire ko sila o kaya naman makakarinig ako ng thank you po nakakuha ko ng client ganyan. It makes me happy every day. It doesn't matter kung alam mo yun, 6 figures ba o 7 figures ba yung pumapasok. It's not return on investment para sa akin. Sa akin, return on life. How I feel about my life. How I feel about, the things that I'm doing. So, tsaka eventually, alam ko naman, the process that I'm doing is correct. As long as nag-aaral ako, as long as nag-improve ako, as long as gumagawa ako ng case studies, alam ko dadating at dadating yung pera. Right? I just have to stay um, patient and consistent and disciplined yun. Right? So, I will not take much of your time now. I will be ending this recording ulit. Ayan, end ko ulit yung